going on, guys? Welcome back to another Top 10 90s cartoons. This is the Top 10. We're going to jump right into it with number 10, Johnny Bravo. God, I love this show. Oh, this show gives me so much nostalgia. I love this show. It came out in 1997, ran all the way through 2004 over on Cartoon Network. And this show is one of the funniest fucking shows of all time, in my opinion. I love the ladies, man. I mean, this show would not fly in today's world. The sexist jokes, all of the trying to get women, trying to have sex, trying to get pussy, is just absolutely classic. Absolutely love this show. One of my top cartoons in my childhood. I remember watching this cartoon daily. I watched it all the time. I used to watch the crap out of the show. Carl's a very funny character, along with Susie, the neighbor girl. Also Pops and the Moon Diner was also very funny plot. Very, very good show. Very, very awesome. One of my favorites. Coming in at number 9 on this list is Rocket Power. Oh my god, this show was amazing. There's been nothing really like this in the 90s besides this. The Woogity Woogity Woogity, the Shoobies, the Tito and Reggie, and all the characters in this show were really good. I loved the character development in this show. The extreme sports thing had never been explored before, at least in the 90s, and I felt like this was a really cool way of getting kids out to, even though they were supposed to watch cartoons, I went out and tried skateboarding. I wasn't very good at skateboarding, could never do it, but I at least tried it, mostly because I watched this show. Very, very cool show. It also had very, very funny characters like Twister. Raimundo was very funny. Tito was a funny character. His ancient Hawaiian sayings are still classic to this day. Very, very well put together show. Awesome. I absolutely loved everything about this show. It really stands the test of time, too. This show is still great. Still on Nick at Night or Late Night Nickelodeon. Definitely worth a watch. Definitely a solid 9th place on this list. Coming in at number 8 is my all-time favorite fighting anime series of all time. God, this show is great. I fucking love me some Dragon Ball Z, especially the early sagas, the Piccolo saga, the Vegeta saga, Saiyan saga, I believe it's called. The Frieza saga, the Cell saga is my favorite. Majin Buu is great as well. This show is absolutely amazing, and it's everything I ever wanted in a fighting show. The character development is absolutely great. Goku and Vegeta are some of the greatest characters of all time of any genre. Along with the supporting crew of the comic relief, and of course all their characters in there. Great, great show. The fighting scenes are second to none. The sound effects are amazing in this show. I actually have the DVD set of this, of the first 5 sagas. I watch them all the time. Super great, holds up, and oh my god, the Cell saga is just so good. The Cell games, absolutely one of the best things ever made. If you've not seen the Cell saga, please go find it. I fucking love this show. Solid number 8. Coming up next at number 7 on our list is a great cartoon. Of course, we're talking about Arthur. This cartoon, I remember growing up, I was always watching this cartoon as a kid, and it's actually still being run today. It's actually started in 1996, still runs on PBS. Great show. Very, very cool show, educational type show, early morning Saturday cartoon. I used to watch this all the time when I was younger. This show is very, very cool. It has a lot of family points and a lot of learning moments. It's not like one of those funny cartoons, even though it has its humor in it as well. It's just one of those cartoons that you really grow attached to over time. And it has so much great value in this cartoon. One of my all-time favorites when I was a child. I remember watching this show, like I said, all the time. Early mornings and early Saturday mornings as well. Just an overall great, great show. Coming in at number 6 on our list is another Cartoon Network classic from the 90s. Of course, we're talking about the sugar, the spice, and everything nice, the Powerpuff Girls. Man, this show is absolutely all-time classic with Chemical X. God, I love this show. Had some of the greatest villains in the cartoon history, in my opinion. There's some funny villains. Of course, there's the classic Mojo Jojo. Just an all-around hilariously funny character. Just the character development in this show is great as well. The professor's very funny. The mayor's actually really funny. And it also has some creepy villains. Him is like the devil, drag queen, gay, whatever he is like the main villain besides Mojo Jojo. There's also some other fun enemies in this one as well, along with some cool fight scenes and some cool stuff. This show is an all-time classic. Absolutely love this show. deserving of this spot on the list for sure. Our next show is another Cartoon Network show from the mid-90s. Fucking loved this show as well. Of course, talking about number 5, Dexter's Lab. This show was absolutely amazing as well. Another very, very funny show about a boy who had a laboratory and his sister, Dee Dee, was always wrecking his experiments, and Mandark was a great character as well. Of course, his mom and father were also very, very funny characters in the show as well. Never finding out that he had a laboratory, and always just being kind of oblivious to how things were. Was really, really funny. But my favorite character in the show was obviously Dexter, but then Mandark was also super funny. God, this show was hilarious. Of course, there was also the big robot battles he had and all the kind of fun experiments he would do and try to save the world or whatever he was doing at the time. Absolutely loved this show. Very, very solid show. I believe it's on Boomerang now, and I still would love to watch more episodes of this show. The omelette du fromage. It's like the only thing I can say in French, basically, because I used to watch this show. There's an episode about it. Really fun show. Loved this show. Great show for the list at number 5. Coming in at number 4 on our list is a Nickelodeon show, an absolute timeless show. Of course, I'm talking about Rugrats, which is just a great show. I love everything about this. The sense of adventure you get from the characters, from Tommy, is just amazing. Angelica's a great character as well. Phil and Lil, obviously great characters. Stu is a funny character in the show as well. His grandfather is great. Spike the dog. I loved everything about this show. Even there was a spin-off, of course, everyone knows about All Grown Up, which was also great. The movies in this series were awesome when they go to Paris. Also, they get Kimmy and the new characters there. All fun stuff. And then, of course, there's the whole the theory about them all being Angelica's had the cartoon conspiracy theory. That's also a very fun one. It's over video on my channel as well, if you can check that out. But just an overall solid cartoon, ran from the mid-1990s all the way up through the 2000s. Just a solid show. Absolutely loved everything about this show. There's some great video games in this as well about this show, but fucking loved this show. I believe it's still on late night, maybe on not Boomerang, maybe on the other Nickelodeon network, but solid choice at number 4. Next up on number 3 is another Nickelodeon classic, a great show as well. One of my favorites. I know I say that about all of these shows, they really are my favorites. Hey Arnold is just amazing. The comedy in the show, the characters in the show again are great. All the way down from the female characters, Helga, Phoebe, all of them are great. But then there's Gerald, Arnold, all of them. They're just hilarious characters. The episode with the Stu Kid is just one of the ones that sticks out in my head is one of my favorites. There was also another great movie in this series. It was a pretty good movie. There's a couple other TV-only movies, I believe. His grandparents play such great characters. His grandfather's hilarious. He's always having to go to the bathroom and stuff like that. And his grandmother's just this weird, mysterious character. Just hilarious. And Helga G. Pataki. One of the greatest characters from the 90s is Helga G. Pataki. The development of her is absolutely amazing in this show. Hilarious show. And her father and stuff and her sister are also very funny characters. Solid choice at number 3. One of the best cartoons, not only the 90s, but of all time. Our runner-up on the best 1990s cartoons is Cartoon Network's Ed, and Eddy. This show got a late start in the 1990s, but 1999 it's a 90s cartoon nonetheless. One of my personal favorites. Like I said, all these shows are my personal favorites, but this was my favorite cartoon growing up. The cartoon. If there's a cartoon on that I could pick watch the rest of my life, this would be it. Ed, and Eddy is that good. The whole scamming kids for jawbreaker money, all the kids being hilarious, the Plank characters, how Johnny carries a plank of wood is just funny. Again, there's another cartoon conspiracy theory about this, about their all in purgatory from different decades. Very, very cool video of mine I've done as well. But the characters in this one are very diverse, very, very funny as well. Double D being the nerdy one, Eddy being the shyster, and then Ed being the kind of slower one that's kind of just sort of lumpy moron, but he's just really, really funny. And the quest for jawbreakers, man, that is real, man. That is the grind is real. And it's an awesome show. One of my favorites, like I said, probably my favorite show of all time. And finally, our number 1 cartoon from the 1990s, another 1999 cartoon, of course, SpongeBob SquarePants. Oh, this theme song alone just gives me this nostalgic going back to my childhood watching. You watch cartoons, you'd watch SpongeBob for hours and hours and hours, and it never got funny. Especially the first few seasons of SpongeBob are absolutely fucking hilarious. There's so many classic episodes from the first couple seasons. The jellyfishing one comes to mind, Fry Cook Games, Sailor Mouth, the one where they fucking play eels and ladders, and the cursing one, that one's great. Krusty Krab Pizza one is great. Bubble Buddy, oh my god, they're all classic episodes. There's so many classic lines from these first couple seasons. Even the newer ones are still great. The show still runs. It's going still wrong still today. Again, the characters in this show are absolutely hilarious. We got Krabs, Sandy, Squidward. What is there a better character than Squidward? Of course, there's Patrick. And then, of course, SpongeBob himself is just so fucking funny. It's so funny. His character is such a great character. That makes it solid at number 1 of the greatest cartoon of the 1990s. So thank you guys so much for watching. And, it's so funny as well.
It's a giraffe!
Everything about this show just cracks me up, and that's why it's a solid choice for number 1 in the 1990s cartoons. I hope you guys enjoyed this list. I hope you guys had some fun going down this road with me, reliving some of the 1990s cartoons from my childhood. Hopefully you guys can leave this video a like. It'd be very, very much appreciated, guys. Like I said, drop a comment. Tell me what your favorite cartoon of the 1990s was. If I missed a cartoon that you guys liked, something you guys would have done different, please leave a comment. I'd love to hear you guys' opinion on this. Also, make sure, like I said, hit that like button. Once we get to 600 likes on this video, I'll be dropping out the best cartoons of the 2000s. So yes, 2000 to 2010 will be next on our slate. So make sure you guys do that. So always, guys, have a great day. Remember, that's always K-Mac time somewhere. Drop this word in your comment section down below. I know you guys made it all the way through all 12 minutes of this. And the code word for this video is going to be Krabby Patty, so make sure you leave that in your comments. And all you guys are really, really cool cats. So as always, guys, take it easy. Remember that it's always K-Mac time somewhere, guys. I'll see you guys in the next video. Until then, guys, peace out.